Thanks for watching TMC's 2012 San Jose Roadshow. My name's Rich Tehrani. On our program today is Suhaas Kodagali, who is the Product Marketing Manager of Denodo. Suhaas, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So tell me about your company.
So Denodo is a software company, right? We're a specialist and a leader in data virtualization. And what data virtualization is it's a way to integrate disparate data sources and to combine all of this data, bring it to a unified data layer, which is then delivered to an accessing user or application, either in real time or a scheduled fashion. So basically, the value proposition is to be able to get the right data to the right people at the right time.
Fantastic. Now, who's a typical customer?
So, well, we're a horizontal company, right? So it's not that we service any specific industry per se, but we have customers across all of the major industries. We have like Cisco, we have Nationwide Insurance, and from the pharma we have Biogen Idec and Eli Lilly. So, and even though the use of data virtualization, it's basically for data integration, but there are different use cases, like integrating data for reporting in an agile and flexible manner to be able to get a single view of customers. So you have different use cases, and we service companies across all industries.
So does that work with cloud computing at all? Is it cloud-based or software?
Absolutely. So when we say integrating disparate data, right, companies have a lot of different data sources. You have the enterprise data sources, like the conventional databases, applications, and then you have some of the cloud data sources. You have software as a service, and then you have the unstructured ones like social media, and you have the big data sources. So it's being able to integrate internal as well as external sources, which involves the cloud sources as well.
So if a customer is not working with you, what is their alternative? Are there competitive solutions, or do they do nothing and do it manually? And how do they?
Well, no. So since we're in data integration, there are a lot of traditional data integration solutions which are currently deployed in companies, right? But some of the trends that we're seeing in this is that there's an increasing number of data sources, right? An increasing number of data volumes, increasing data complexity, as well as business users demanding data more quickly. They're more impatient. So a lot of these traditional integration tools have limitations that don't address these, and this is where data virtualization provides that added value of being able to connect to these disparate data sources. And because it brings it to a unified layer, the accessing users think they're accessing one data source instead of like the 20 data sources. So the complexity is reduced, and being able to deliver data in a timely fashion, either in real time or in schedule, right? So the latency aspect goes down. So there are integration solutions which are there currently, but data virtualization provides that added value over that, and being that agile and flexible and timely delivery of data.
Great. Now, what sorts of things are you working on, or what's next for the company? Are there any things you can share with us?
Yeah, absolutely. So yes, we are working on launching our next version of the product, and basically, some of the things that we would be looking at is being vigilant of being able to maintain a high level of performance, and which is something that companies look for a lot in integration of data because they're working with large data volumes. So being able to maintain that high levels of performance and being able to deliver data on time is one of the things we're looking for.
So that's like a sophisticated indexing across multiple databases?
Absolutely. And yes, and but since we just don't work with databases, the process is a little bit more difficult since we work with semi-structured data and unstructured data. Right. So the process becomes a lot more complex. But we've been able to do this. We have a lot of positive feedback on performance from our customers, and but we have to be vigilant of being able to maintain that in the face of increasing data volumes. The second thing is also being able to bring a self-service aspect to working with data so that users can do more analysis themselves, play around the data themselves without having to depend on IT for everything. So in some of the things that we're working on, which we will have in our next product release.
That's great. Thanks for being here today.
Great. Thank you very much for having me, Rich.